Hey folks, welcome back. Today we're rewinding the clock and sailing straight into Jumping Ship because nothing says childhood like a Disney Channel movie you can barely remember. This one stars the Lawrence brothers. Yeah, all three of them for some reason. And I mentioned in my video on The Other Me that Andrew is an impressive actor. But we cannot forget about Matthew, who played Jack on Boy Meets World.
Girlfriends sleep together, bathe together, and even get to see each other naked. We already do that.
Iconic characters. So kick back, relax, grab some overly microwave popcorn like it's 2001 again. Subscribe. And let's do this. This is Michael, Tommy's cousin, who is rich it seems. And he's carrying Tommy on a trip to Australia for the summer. Psh, as if that's a real place. Come on.
This trip with Tommy that you're taking to Australia seems to have come in at $4,000 more than you said it did.
Wow, all that for a girl who lives in Hawaii. Apparently that's right next to Australia. So Dad isn't at all pleased that Mikey spent more money than agreed, but he's even more upset that Mikey didn't get a job yet, when he's been asking him all summer. I can't imagine why he would be so spoiled. But his great solution is for Mikey to either get a job after summer and pay him back the $4,000 or come to work for him. Oh, how terrible these options must be. It sounds so horrendous.
You're going to start the way I started, as a file clerk.
Well, maybe it is horrendous. So they reach in the land of the Aussies, looking like the biggest douchebags imaginable. I'm sorry, but someone had to say it. No wonder he just got pickpocketed from this girl. But at this point in my existence, if I'm in a new country and someone bumps into me, you can bet your bottom dollar they are staying right there and I'm checking my pockets.
This is a Tiffany, isn't it? No, sir. The Tiffany, I believe, is over there.
Damn. The frick? Meanwhile, the same girl from earlier shows their next project to these guys. And I'm saying this now, it's all his fault for flaunting his wealth in unfamiliar land. People aren't nice. But I can't blame him for being upset about this Hawk Tour boat. He paid for a yacht and got this.
You have a non-refundable deposit, sir.
What a scam artist.
Life jackets are stowed in the compartment that says life jacket, and nobody touches my mug here. I'd
piss in it. It took Mikey way too long to realize his wallet is missing, since his whole life revolves around money.
Give me your watch.
The frick? My boy making demands after scamming them? I think Mikey is just better off going home and suing him at this point. Tommy and Jake surprisingly do a bit of bonding. Tommy learns Jake and his dad used to be treasure hunters.
So cool. Where are the rest of them? My dad and I, we invested them.
Ooh, that's a lie. Could that mean they didn't find the rest of it? Or did his dad keep it all to himself? Meanwhile, the pirates learn about Mikey's card limit. It's unlimited, so my boy is screwed.
Pick up the guy, get a ransom, then feed him to the sharks.
Well, damn, Disney wasn't playing around in 2001. Well, I can kinda see why he stuck to the plan, and it's kinda nice, but they didn't need to do this part of the trip. Like, this was a last minute thing. And to be fair, Mikey has been on his phone this whole time and not really spending time with Tommy. He been trying to get that job, but puts it off until he gets back home. Well, he doesn't have a choice now. But Jake's spider senses start to tingle because the pirates are coming for them now. Good thing they waited for Tommy to lose Mikey's phone.
What do they want? Want me to stop and ask?
Okay, that was clever. Okay, that was the weakest kick I've ever seen. An old man from Night at the Museum did better.
Sundown to sunrise, we felt young again.
But Jake seems like he spent all his life waiting to fight pirates, because he handled them insanely well. Jake's solution is to drop them off at an island, lose the pirates, and come back for them. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know who they're after, so... The next day, the pirates learn that Jake sunk the ship, so they resort to searching each island till they find them. They are dedicated. Frick.
Never should have gotten on Jake's boat in the first place. That was the first mistake.
Yeah, I said that. You didn't need to do this part of the trip. They watched way too much Castaway trying to catch fish like that. But I'm even more distracted by the fact that they're built. Like, built. Mikey I can understand, but Tommy, he's like 12. Come on. You know, Jake should have at least given them an idea on how long he'd take to come back. Because it's been 3 days now. What the frick? Because mad props to them for actually adventuring and seeing things like this. This. Almost falling to his death, by the way. And hearing sounds like this. Like, what the frick? But thankfully Jake catches up to them. So they're saved!
Where's the boat? I sank her, guys.
Wait, what? So how do they get off the island?
I'm building a raft. I figure we'll lie low for a while, give the pirates enough time to move on and forget about us, okay? It's a good plan.
That's a terrible plan. What? And well, Mikey just learned what happened to his phone, and he understandably crashes out.
Don't you tell me to lighten up, Captain Kangaroo.
I don't know why I love that line. Honestly, I don't think he crashed out enough. Like, they're stranded on an island with death hovering over them. Like, come on. Jake does make a point that Mikey was flaunting around like a rich guy, but let's not forget that Jake scammed them. So everyone is at fault here. Well, except Tommy. But Tommy wants to stay where the food and water is. I don't really blame him, because the guy just been having coconut water for like 3 days. What kind of sound effect was that? Jake's dad also died, and he used the coins they found to keep the boat afloat. Well, that's more depressing than I thought. Frick. Meanwhile, the pirates are still looking for them. Again, props to them for being so dedicated. But for all they know, Mikey and the gang could have already called in help and went back home. I've been putting it off about this plot with Tommy not liking the guy his mom likes because he doesn't want anyone to replace his dad, and that's why he gravitated towards Jake in the first place, because he was actually listening to him.
I also forgot to mention that Tommy's dad is also dead, so Jake will have an understanding that Michael won't.
But Tommy found his bag with a gift from the guy, and it's a hand-carved frame of him and his dad, so the guy really isn't half bad, actually. After some insane adventuring, Mikey stumbles his way onto the gang fishing. Where the heck did a crocodile come from? In salt water? Is that a thing?
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Why is that a real thing? Why do people willingly live in Australia? Jake is a survival machine. Like, damn. But after an experience like that, they let bygones be bygones, and the gang is back together again.
Yay!
That only took like 12 hours.
I just want to tell you I'm sorry about the phone thing. I overreacted, okay? It wasn't your fault.
Nope, it was his fault. You just can't do anything about that now. Over the next few days, the guys build up the raft and bond while they're at it.
It's less than 100 feet. People jump from heights way taller than that. All right, well, let's see you do it then. Well, sure, but you're going to have to go first.
And they measure PP sizes too. And by day 10, the gang sees a plane passing by, so Mikey gets the great idea to use the one flare they have to get their attention. But that plane was flying way too fast and way too high for them to see anything. But you know who did see?
Bloody pirates! What have you ever worked for? Come on, Michael, tell me. What have you ever worked for?
Yeah, this argument went in a weird direction. At least our boys have the advantage of knowing the pirates are here. Or not. They just get on the raft and try to sail off. They couldn't outspeed them on the boat. How far do they expect to get on a raft? The frick? Great plan. Damn, Tommy can't get his life vest off, so they have to leave him to be caught while they hide. Things just got a little interesting, I won't lie.
Gonna clean all the scum off that deck, aren't you, boy?
Was that really necessary?
You should take this back, I'm sorry.
Wow! Now give him his refund. Anyways, Mikey baits them with Jake's gold coin and tells them he found it on the island. And in exchange for Tommy, he will carry them there. Meanwhile, Jake and Tommy do some assassin level things. Jake was actually meant for greatness. The frick? Mikey lures them into the cave he stumbled upon and gets them to fall in the same trap he fell for, which looks very painful. But this Aussie pirate is Asian level difficulty because he just does not want to die. Hey! Slightly better, but still needs work. At least Tommy got to have the final blow because that guy was just unnecessarily unnecessary, to be honest. And they still waited on Mikey to leave. But he's currently being chased by a guy with a gun, who for some reason doesn't want to use it. Mikey out here doing some things? Damn. Mikey reaches the point where they were matching pee-pee sizes, and he finally makes the jump. And that is very impressive. Like, very impressive. What a fool! Gosh dang it! Guess I'll get him next time. They get back to the port where their parents are waiting for them for some reason. And Mikey came back with the excellent news. The pirate boat is now theirs, named Tiffany 2, and they all agreed to be in a three-way partnership in the chartering business. And that's the movie. Not terrible actually. What a strange movie with some strange decisions and strange conversations. That's the best way I can put it, to be honest. It had some fun moments and weirdly depressing ones too, but you can definitely tell early Disney was still trying to figure out their formula. And I'm not mad about that. Give me the weird experiments with some heart any day. They really tried to sell Mikey as a stuck-up rich kid, but he just gave Big Brother energy the whole time. Jake though? Questionable. Scammed them and was a jerk, but he did redeem himself a bit, even though he kept the watch, his gold coin, and got a new job. What was I saying? If you enjoyed this video, check out another one of mine right here. And let me know in the comments, would you survive being stranded on an island with pirates chasing you? I definitely won't. And as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you next week. Peace!